is now time for the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show. And here's your host, Jim. It is now time for the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show. And here's your host, Jim Sewell.
Good evening. Welcome to the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show. We're here on Thursday getting ready for the final regular season football game of the year coming up tomorrow night on the road in Sumter County over in Americus, Georgia. It'll be a 7:30 kickoff. We'll be on there at 7 o'clock for the pregame shows. Hope you're going to make the trip to Americus, but if you can't, be sure to tune us in right here on our YouTube channel and also our audio feed on Network One Sports. The Jackets hunting for the first win of the season. Sumter County coming in, they're 1-8 overall. So a big battle coming up as Jackets try to finish out the year on a high note, as we'll be heading to Americus tomorrow night to take on the Panthers and look for a big crowd to make their way over to Finkley Robinson Field over there in Americus, Georgia. A little bit of a long trip, but it's well worth the trip. Be sure to make it. We'll take a quick timeout now. We'll be back with Head Coach Lance Helton at this break on the Jeff Davis Hospital Sports Network.
Jeff Davis High School would like to thank the following alumni sponsors for their support of Yellow Jacket Athletics: Sweet Teas, Flowers, Gifts, and Custom Framing, Laney Internal Medicine Group, Lumber City Drugs, Cotton Partners, The Bedroom Store, Hazelhurst Auto, Pig Out Barbecue, Southern Roots Salon, Stone's Machine Shop, Comfort Zone Heating and Air, Whitfield Freelove, South Georgia Dentistry, Coleman Tire and Auto, Mulvey Outdoors, Water Service Center, Ragland Timber, Pallet One, McPherson Manufacturing, Renaissance Bank, Family Healthcare Connections, Davis Farm and Garden, Theater of Hazelhurst, Jeff Davis County Farm Bureau, and Bridgeford Church of God.
Make the switch to Mitch, not only for your prescription needs, but also for your gift needs. Visit Designs and More by Brandy, located inside Mitch's Pharmacy. Brandy offers all occasion flowers, silk, and fresh. Shop Designs and More by Brandy for gift baskets for that special someone, shoes by Corky, and jacket t-shirts for the entire family. Located at 5 East Coffee Street in Hazelhurst, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to 12 on Saturday. Give them a call at 912-699-3784 and follow them on Facebook.
Make tailgating easy and delicious with help from Three Rivers Meat Company in Hazelhurst. Three Rivers Meat Company offers specialty cuts of beef, pork, chicken, and seafood. They also have several types of the in-house made fresh sausage. If you need a grill, they're the exclusive dealer for Traeger Grills in Hazelhurst. To place your order in advance, call 912-551-9621 or visit their beautiful meat counter at 90 West Coffee Street. Go Jackets from Derek Wooten and the meat professionals at Three Rivers Meat Company in Hazelhurst. Welcome back to the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show here on the final Thursday night of the 2022 football season as we get set to head over to Americus to take on the Sumter County Panthers in a final region game of the year. Kickoff will be at 7:30. We'll be on there with our pregame show at 7 o'clock, right here on our YouTube channel as well as on Network One Sports. If you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, be sure to click on that subscribe button and also click on the bell icon so you get notifications whenever Yellow Jacket Sports go live on our live stream here, as we'll be heading into basketball season pretty quick, so you don't want to miss that. Join me now is Head Coach Lance Helton. Coach, we're winding down, and as we talked about, it doesn't seem like we should be finishing up the regular season, but here it is, the last game of the season, a tough road trip, a long road trip to Americus to take on Sumter County. Before we get into the Panthers, though, looking back over the season, I know it's been a season of adversity and a lot of tough times, but there are also a lot of bright spots along the way. Just kind of take us through the season and some of the things that stand out to you.
Well, Jim, I think the number one bright spot that we have are the 8 seniors that are with us and stuck through this thing are playing and practicing just as hard today as they were in August. And we had a former player of ours, John Jackson, you may remember John, that came and spoke to the team tonight. John and this senior class have a lot of similarities in their character. And I'm extremely proud of these seniors and the way they led, the way they treated the game. And to me, a bright spot is just those 8 young men and how they carry themselves. Another bright spot is just the amount of freshmen and sophomores we have played this year. I mean, it is unbelievable the amount of our roster that is coming back, the amount of our depth chart that is coming back. And these kids have really hit their stride right now. I told Lauren last night, at home, that I'm really sad that this is the last week of the season because our kids are kind of hitting their peak. They're trying to play their best football right here in these last 2 weeks. And I'm really excited about what the future holds. I think that tomorrow night has the chance to really catapult our offseason and really have us moving forward. But, the one thing that I've enjoyed throughout this season is the Yellow Jacket faithful, the folks that still are here week in and week out, supporting and caring for our team. And, the guys that were tough enough, this is a hard game. This is a hard game when you're winning. And the game gets even harder when things aren't going your way. We've got some guys that are tough, that are going to be great husbands and fathers because of the adversity that we've gone through. And there are a lot of bright spots of underclassmen making plays that are going to be returning. And you're going to hear some, instead of all the new names you heard this year, some real familiar names at the start of next season.
It's, there's a lot more to life than football. And, one of the things that I know as having raised a former Yellow Jacket football player with a coach who held a lot of the same values that you do is that the way you build that character, build that spirit, build that sense that you got a responsibility to take care of your business, whether the coach is looking over your shoulder or not.
Yeah, I think that a measure of a man is shown in times of adversity and shown at times when no one's looking. And, I learned a lot about our team this week. Our last Wednesday practice, last padded practice of the year yesterday, we're at the tail end of that thing. And
Right.
we're in our last rack and things weren't going good. I jumped on them and we responded. And through all the adversity that we've gone through, the kids' love of the game of football showed through. And the way they handled tough times throughout this year is a testament to the way they were raised, tough parents and all of those things. And then I really believe it shows just the culture of what being a Jeff Davis Yellow Jacket football player is. I mean, it goes from 20 years back from the Coach Hibble years to Coach Graham's years, Coach Met's years, all those guys. And, it's in year 6 of this thing now, our kids have had to be humbled a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we have felt that winning was a little bit easier and it was just supposed to happen, and we've been humbled, but our kids have also, it's like I told you a few weeks ago, Jim, we've been man enough to take the wins, and if what we're going through is going to make a young man a better husband and a father, we'll be man enough to take those losses. But nonetheless, I believe that this senior class is going to be as meaningful to the Jeff Davis football legacy as any of those before them. And I'm really proud to be their football coach.
Well, Coach, it's one more week. Get to strap them on one more time. I know that's not what you're used to, but that's the way the cards were dealt this year. But we're going to, you mentioned it briefly, but just a big shout out to our fans who have showed up every week and really bring that Yellow Jacket spirit with them everywhere they go.
Football is a tough game, whether you win or lose, because you get a long time to feel good about yourself when you win, and you got a long time to dig yourself in a hole when things don't go your way. And the people in this community that bleed navy and gold and support these kids and support me personally, support our staff, I'm forever indebted to. And it makes me so proud to be a resident of Jeff Davis County, and it makes me so proud to be a Jeff Davis Yellow Jacket, and I'm excited about what the future holds for us here.
Well, Coach, we're going to take a break, get some words from our sponsors. When we come back, we're going to look ahead to tomorrow night and the Sumter County Panthers. That's a 2-minute timeout here on the Jeff Davis Hospital Sports Network.
At Altima Hall Bank and Trust, we strive to help you live your best life. That means offering loans for nearly any dream or goal. With competitive rates, local processing, and quick decisions, we can customize a loan to fit your needs. This is Misty Boatwright, Relationship Manager at the Hazelhurst Branch. Come see me today at 57 North Tallahassee Street or visit our website at altimahall.bank. And let's work together to achieve your financial goals. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Bank of Hazelhurst is Jeff Davis County's only locally owned and operated bank, serving their friends and families since 1906. They offer a wide array of services, including personal, commercial, and electronic banking services, along with mortgage and ag lending. For more information on the services they offer, call them at 912-375-4228. Download their banking app or contact them online at bankofhazelhurst.com. The Bank of Hazelhurst. When others have their branches, they have their roots.
Since their founding in 1968, the Beasley Group has become a vertically integrated leader in the forest products industry, and this growth has made them the largest hardwood sawmill in the United States and North America's foremost producer of crane mats and timbers for the energy transmission, utility, and construction industries. The Beasley Group is proud to be members of the Hazelhurst and Jeff Davis County community. They are also proud supporters of all Jeff Davis High School sports. Go Jackets from the Beasley Group.
Welcome back here to the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show as we're getting ready for our final football game of the season tomorrow night on the road in Sumter County over in Americus, Georgia, taking on the Sumter County Panthers. Both teams looking for their first region win of the year. And Coach, both teams have had disappointing seasons to this point, and I know both teams want to go out on a winning note. They have put some points on the board there. They have some talented players and going to be a big challenge.
Yeah, you know, I think that Coach Clifford Fedd does a great job at Americus. He is a guy that has a Brooks County background. He was the head coach at Dutchtown for a few years and came down back into Southwest Georgia to Americus. And he's kind of one of those coaches that has that kind of bring the hammer thought process. You know, they want to be physical, they want to be tough, and he does a good job of showing that. They've had a brutal schedule. I mean, you go look at playing Houston County, Westover, Chris, Northside, and then getting into this region when, you know, Region 1 may be as deep as it's been in the last 15 years.
Absolutely.
You know, they've had many tests just like us. They are extremely talented in some positions. I think their quarterback is an outstanding player. They have some rugged defenders. And, you know, being their last home game, their senior night, they're going to be extremely excited and ready to play. We're not in an atmosphere, right, where teams are laying down. Everybody's looking to do something that I've never done in my entire career, and that's end your season with a win. And I think that could catapult either team into next year and get us moving forward in the right direction. So we got our hands full tomorrow night with a very well-coached Sumter County Panther football team.
The Sumter County, the school system, actually there was a Sumter County school system, but it combined with Americus High School in 2004 to become now what's called the Sumter County Panthers. And the Panthers were the mascot of the Americus High School for many years. Jeff Davis and Sumter County have never met. Jeff Davis and Americus did meet 2 times in 66 and 67, Americus winning both games. But while Sumter County doesn't have that reputation of being a great football program, you look back at Americus High School over the years and wow, that's one of the real blue bloods in Georgia high school football.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I know you're saying that, and some of that home fire burns when you start talking about America's high school. But you know, I think any historic football program in the state of Georgia has an American story, and it's the same for my high school career and you know, my time at Washington County. It is a great program. I think one that is extremely ready to kind of rise from the ashes in a lot of ways, and I think Coach Fedd is the man for the job. So we've got a long ride, a tall task ahead of us, and we need to be able to compete our tail off tomorrow night to set this record.
Going to go in, and I know it's been a little bit different season where you were forced due to some depth situations, especially at running back, to kind of change a lot of things up on our offense. Don't want to give anything away, but what are we going to look for against the Panthers? What's our philosophy going to be?
Well, I think that the number one thing we got to do is we just got to get the ball to somebody that can score.
Yeah.
And you know, it has been a year where we've had to get creative and we've had to kind of step outside our comfort zone, but I think we've grown from it. And you know, I think that the big deal tomorrow is we've got to kind of slow the game down and keep them off the field on offense with all the explosiveness that they have. And our puppies need to kind of grow some facial hair and mix it up a little bit tomorrow. And I think that they're ready to do that. And the number one thing that we've talked about to our seniors this week, Jim, is there ain't no looking back. You know, let's put all the chips on the table right here and send you out the right way. And I think Americus is talking the same thing to their people. So We're really excited about the opportunity, but we've just got to put our best foot forward, and we've got to keep walking in the right direction tomorrow.
We talked a little, you mentioned the quarterback a little bit. Number 2, Cameron Evans, a dual threat, can really throw the ball well, and also doesn't mind tucking and running it. And they spread you out all over the field, so that's going to creates problems with the defense. You got to cover sideline to sideline.
Well, I think that the number one thing is they're a quarterback-driven team, like many spread teams are. They're really large on the offensive line. They've got some skill guys that can go score, and they're going to put pressure on you that way through reads, options, RPOs, bootlegs, and we have got to corral number 2. And we've had a tough time corralling quarterbacks at times this year. So we've got to really kind of bow our neck tomorrow and get that done if we want to have a chance in this ball game.
Well, coaches, one more time we get to light up the scoreboard and turn on the lights and get ready to play football one last time here in 2022. Going to need a big crowd over there tomorrow night. I know it's a long road trip, but pack a lunch and come on out, and let's get this thing finished up on a high note.
It is. It's an important trip tomorrow for multiple reasons. But number one, it's about sending off a senior class that has been tried and has been through a great deal. And if I can encourage any of our faithful, it's go to Sumter County, go to America's, have you something good to eat and enjoy some time, and let's love this senior class up tomorrow because they're extremely meaningful to us, and they're going to lead us in a way that really can kind of get our program back to where we've been and back where we know we can be very soon. And we need you guys to do it.
Well, Coach, let's go get them next.
Jim, I appreciate you, man. When you're wearing Navy, you're as good as gold. Go Jackets.
Go Jackets. Let's take a break here on the Jeff Davis Hospital Sports Network.
C&H Creative Flooring can make your floors beautiful. They are this area's foremost experts when it comes to concrete grinding, polishing, crack repair, and epoxy coatings. They offer hundreds of color epoxy flake systems to choose from, custom metallics, neat coats, inlaid emblems, and much more. Whether it's your home, garage, man cave, pool deck, sidewalks, porches, or carport, let us help you make it gorgeous, safe, colorful, and skid resistant. Call Daryl Hutto at 912-381-9037 or Cody Carter at 912-592-5493 or message them on Facebook.
EP American Footwear in Hazelhurst is proud to be a part of the Hazelhurst Jeff Davis community and are proud sponsors of all Jeff Davis County sports. If you're looking for a great job with a great company, they are hiring for all shifts. You can apply in person Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 10 North Gill Street in Hazelhurst. Go Jackets from all the folks at EP American Footwear of Hazelhurst. Go Jackets!
Experience a better way to bank at Interstate Credit Union in Hazelhurst, where they offer a wide variety of loans. Interstate Credit Union is second to none when it comes to low rates and great customer service, specializing in personal loans, new home and construction loans, and automobile loans, as well as many other types. Their broad services include personal checking, savings, business, in-person, online, and mobile banking, and much, much more. Visit them at 14 Hinton Street or call 912-375-0640, or you can contact them online at interstatecu.org.
Welcome back to the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show here on a Thursday night as we're getting set for the final Friday night of the 2022 football season. Jeff Davis on the road tomorrow night taking on the Sumter County Panthers. 7:30 for our kickoff, 7 o'clock for the pregame show if you can't make the trip over. And we'll be right here on our YouTube channel as well as on Network One Sports. Join me now is senior offensive lineman, linebacker Gage Mullis. Gage, thank you for coming and joining us tonight. Tell us a little bit about the season. I know that this is has been a tough senior year, but tell us a little bit about the season so far and how. I know it's been a lot of challenges, but what has kept you going through this point?
Just people playing, coaches, and love for the sport.
All right. Well, you have to love it, even if you, as Coach Helton said, even when you're winning, you really have to love this game, don't you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Play on both sides of the ball. I know sometimes it's tough. I always ask guys that are two-way players, which side do you like better, offense or defense?
I like defense.
You like defense? You like to hit somebody?
Yes, sir.
All right. Those linebackers, that's always a key position on any football team. So tell us a little bit about the play of the linebackers, the way that we play at here at Jeff Davis High School?
Away. They're tough,
Mm-hmm.
but they're just tough. And
Who's coaching who coaches the linebackers?
Coach Cravey.
Coach Cravey. I thought it was Coach Cravey. He's that's a man with probably as much football knowledge as anybody around here, isn't he?
Yes, sir. He knows more football than I can.
Tell us a little bit about Coach Cravey, something we may not know about him.
Well, he loves the sport. He's a good coach, great coach.
Mm-hmm.
Just a great coach.
Well, all time I see him, he's just so calm and easygoing. Is he that way on the football field? He's a little more excitable out there.
He's a little more excitable.
He'll kind of ramp it up a little bit, doesn't he?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, it's been like I said, a tough year, but this is your senior year, be your final football game as a Jacket player. You played all 4 years, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit how it's going to feel tomorrow night when that final whistle sounds.
It's gonna be sad. I really don't believe it's our last game, but it is. But it's gonna be sad. But
well, I know it's always a sad time, but I'll tell you the memories and the bonds that you've made here will last your lifetime. I kind of sit back and smile. My son played here several years ago, and now he's moved away. When he comes home, he calls up a couple of his buddies that he played with, and they'll sit out by my pool, and you start in with the war stories of the times playing football. So these are bonds, and these are times that will stay with you for the rest of your life. Tell us a little bit about on the academic side, on the school side. You're a senior, obviously, so this is your final year at school. Have you made any plans for after high school?
yeah, I was thinking about joining the Marines.
Okay.
Yeah, for them to pay my college, but yeah, that's about it.
That's another challenge that football's tough, but I think the Marines may be a little bit tougher.
Yeah, I think so.
But I sure just commend you for that undertaking. Any branch of the service is something that's to be admired, and I sure do thank you for your when you get in there and the service that you're going to have for this country. It takes special people to do that.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to wind this thing up, look at the camera there, and talk to the fans and tell them what you need them to do tomorrow night.
I just need y'all to come out and support the Jeff Davis, the Jackets, and we'll try to win one for y'all.
Gage, thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow night. We're going to take a break here, get some words from our sponsors. We'll be back with more on the Jeff Davis Hospital Sports Network.
At Jeff Davis Hospital in Hazelhurst, we are committed to building a healthy community. We use the latest technology, and our knowledgeable team members provide exceptional state-of-the-art care to our local community and surrounding areas. We provide a respectful understanding of care for our patients and their loved ones. For more information about Jeff Davis Hospital and the services we provide, call 912-375-7781 or visit us online at jeffdavishospital.org.
Dr. Kurt Munsayak and his healthcare professionals at the Jeff Davis Walk-In Clinic care about their patients. The Jeff Davis Walk-In Clinic offers prompt health care for acute sicknesses and treatments for a wide range of non-emergency illnesses and injuries. To make an appointment, call 912-375-4884 or visit them at 22 Cross Street in Hazelhurst. Go Jackets and God bless from Dr. Kurt Munsayak and his team at the Jeff Davis Walk-In Clinic. Need salvage parts for your new or late model car or truck? Then you should call McCarty Auto Parts, where parts arrive daily, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, at their location at 118 Automahal Road in Hazelhurst. Check out their inventory online 24/7 at McCartyAuto.com. If they don't have the parts you need, they'll find it. Call McCarty Auto Parts in Hazelhurst for all your salvage part needs. 1-800-329-7258. Go Jackets.
Make the switch to Mitch for all your over-the-counter and prescription medicine needs. Take advantage of their drive-up window, curbside, and delivery services. The health of you and your family is their priority. Make the switch to Mitch, located at 5 East Coffee Street in Hazelhurst, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and 9 to noon on Saturday. Give them a call at 912-699-3784 and make sure to follow them on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show here on Thursday night as we get set for Friday night football tomorrow night, the final game of the 2022 season. The Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets traveling to Sumter County to take on the Panthers. 7:30 for the kickoff tomorrow night. We'll be on there at 7 o'clock with our pregame show, but we still need a big crowd to make the trip over to Americas tomorrow night. Join me now is Austin Daniel, one of the seniors on the team, offensive line, linebacker, is that right?
Yeah, or no, I'm a D tackle now.
Oh, you're a D tackle now.
Yes,
All right, so offensive line and defensive line. So one of the seniors on this team. It's been a tough year, Austin, but it's your senior season. Tell us a little bit about the senior class and how you guys have
Silas Worth Monument.
pulled together through the adversity you faced this year.
Oh, well, just kind of, we've tried to bend together, you know, trying to tough it out, trying to make sure the underclassmen, make sure they work and all. Just
A lot of young guys have kind of gotten thrown into the fire this year, and it's been needed you guys, you seniors, to kind of lead them through, haven't you?
yes, sir.
That's
It's been a lot of it this year.
and that, you know, what that means is down the road when those young guys are moving up to be juniors and seniors, it'll be these things that you've taught them that laid that foundation. And I know you guys have taken that responsibility very seriously, haven't you?
Yes, sir, we have.
All right, tough year, but you know, we've got a chance to go out on a winning note. We've had 2 weeks now to get ready for this game. How's practice been these last 2 weeks, getting prepared for Sumter County?
It's been real fun. I think we've been having real good practices this week and all.
Coach, I mentioned Coach Cravey, who Gage works with as linebackers. I know you've worked with him some, but tell us a little bit on the offensive line. I know you get to work kind of closer with Coach Helton.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about Coach Helton and his coaching style.
Oh, he's real tough. You gotta make sure you get everything right, and but he knows what he's talking about, and he's real good to us.
Very detail oriented, isn't he?
Yes, sir. He's very.
You got to get
detailed.
the fine things down. This year, like we said, there's been some challenges. You play in both offensive line and defensive tackle. Tell us a little bit which side of the ball you like to work on better.
I've been doing defensive tackle a lot more in games recently, but I like them both about the same.
Both of them are real physical positions to play, right?
Yes, sir. Both of them real physical.
You know, there's I had a son who played here years ago that was a lineman on both sides of the ball, and there's a lot of things the fans don't see that go on at the bottom of those piles, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
We don't need to know about that either, do we?
No, sir.
But it's you know, that's part of the, that just shows how the love of the game comes through it, and it's a hard game, it's a tough game, you're out there serious, but it's also, you get to have a lot of fun playing football, don't you?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, you're a senior, getting ready to finish your final year in high school. Tell us a little bit about what your plans are after high school.
Well, I'm thinking about going to college for engineering.
Okay. Well, that's a challenging field. Have you got any schools in mind?
Yes, sir. I've already applied to Georgia Southern, but
Okay.
I'm taking the SAT Saturday, and then I'm going to apply to Georgia.
Okay. Well, that's two mighty good schools. You can't go wrong with either one, even though I'm not a Georgia fan. I will pull for you to go to Southern because I left a lot of money over there. I had a son who graduated from Georgia Southern. Still is in Statesboro, so a fine place over there. But they've got a really good school
Yes,
there at
sir.
Georgia Southern. Engineering, well, that's going to be challenging. Something that's academic-wise, you're going to have to really work. It's probably harder than you work at football.
Yes, sir. Well, thankfully, I'm really good at math and all, so that will help me with the engineering a little bit.
All right, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right, so tomorrow night, going to be your last football game as a Yellow Jacket. Kind of tell us kind of the emotions that you've had this week as you're realizing that the end is right there in front of you.
Kind of sad, you know. It's final game. Never gonna put on the pads again.
Yep, that always is a sad time. As I told Austin though, Gage, that you know, I son who played here, And when he comes back home, he calls up some of his football buddies, and they start getting together, telling war stories. So these bonds that you've made here will last you a lifetime. And I know that down the road, you know, the tough times of this year will be forgotten, and the good memories will come up. And I know that's something you look forward to.
Yes, sir.
All right. Look up there at the camera, talk to the fans, and tell them what you need them to do tomorrow night.
Show up to the game tomorrow. Come with us, support us to win, because that's what we're planning on doing.
Austin, thank you for coming and joining us tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We're going to take a break here on the Yellow Jacket Jeff Davis Hospital Sports Network.
Your eyes are your window to the world around you, and good vision is important to everyone. At Southern Eye Care, you can count on their expertise in treating all types of vision problems to help you see your best. From glasses to contact lenses, from surgical vision correction to treatment of eye disease and injury, their team is here to help take care of your eyes. Your vision matters at Southern Eye Care in Hazelhurst. Call them for an appointment at 912-375-2516 or visit them online at southernEyeCarePC.com.
Williams Brothers Trucking is now hiring qualified CDL Class A licensed drivers with at least 2 years over-the-road tractor-trailer experience.
Williams Brothers Trucking has an excellent benefits package. They have quarterly bonuses. They have great insurance.
They offer flexibility as far as your work schedule. You're not really pressured into starting at any certain time throughout the day.
Be home every day with family-owned and operated Williams Brothers Trucking. Apply now online.
Go Jackets! Make tailgating easy and delicious with help from Three Rivers Meat Company in Hazelhurst. Three Rivers Meat Company offers specialty cuts of beef, pork, chicken, and seafood. They also have several types of the in-house made fresh sausage. If you need a grill, they're the exclusive dealer for Traeger grills in Hazelhurst. To place your order in advance, call 912-551-9621 or visit their beautiful meat counter at 90 West Coffee Street. Go Jackets from Derek Wooten and the meat professionals at Three Rivers Meat Company in Hazelhurst. Welcome back to the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show as we get set for our final football game of the season tomorrow night on the road in America, taking on the Sumter County Panthers. Make your plans to be there. 7:30 for the kickoff, 7 o'clock for the pregame show if you can't make the trip over. It's been a challenging season to this point, but there's been a lot of bright spots along the way. We're going to kind of take a look at the stats on the season to this point, as we've had several players, a lot of young players you'll see on our list as we go over the stats here. Leading in passing will be Colby Beach, sophomore quarterback, who's 31 completions out of 74 attempts, 315 yards, passing 2 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Rushing the ball, leading rusher was number 10, Peyton Laney, a senior, who's got 322 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Ty Weaver, second on team in rushing with 203 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. And then Gavin Coleman, 34 carries, 120 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, also leading in receiving is Peyton Laney, senior, with 127 yards receptions on 15 catches. He's got a touchdown receiving. Latrell Sellers, a freshman, has 4 catches for 70 yards, 17.5 yards per catch. And Wesley Brown, our tight end, tight end, 2 catches, 32 yards, 16 yards per catch. On defense, leading the way, once again, Peyton Laney with 45 tackles, Ian McDaniel with 34, Jude Worthington at 28, and Carter Galbraith with 26. In the sack category, Ian McDaniel leads with 3, Ty Weaver, Peyton Laney, and Amarian Mitchell, all with 2 apiece. And those are their stats through 9 games here on this season. We wind into one more week of the regular season. Tomorrow night, in Region 1 AA, Worth County is also going to be at Cook County. Fitzgerald travels to Berrien County. Dodge County has the week open. Some other games that we'll be following tomorrow night on our McCarty Auto Parts scoreboard. Appleton County is at Brantley. Appleton County has clinched a region championship over in Region 3 AA. Atkinson County is at Turner County. Bacon County travels to Irwin. Bryan County will be at Claxton, and that will be the last game in that historic stadium over there in Claxton called the Pecan Grove. That's one of the most unique football stadiums in the state of Georgia. Sad to see that it is going to go by the wayside as those pecan trees have caused a lot of structural damage to the facility, and they're going to have to go in there and do a lot of work. So the Pecan Grove will be seeing its last action tomorrow night for the Claxton Tigers. Charlton County travels to Lanier. ECI will be at Montgomery County. Pierce County travels to Tattnall County. The Portal Panthers under former Yellow Jacket Jason McEachin will be at Jenkins County. Swainsboro is at Dublin. Troutland County hosts Telfair County. Big rivalry up the road as Vidalia plays in the pit against Toombs County in Lyons, and that's always one of the biggest rivalries in the state. Another big rivalry matchup down in Douglas at Jardine Stadium. Ware County travels to Coffee County in a battle for that region playoff seeding, and Wheeler County will be at Wilcox County. And we'll try to catch all those scores for you on our McCarty Auto Parts scoreboard tomorrow night. Once again, we'll be on the road. Sumter County Panthers over in Americus, Georgia. Make your plans to come out and support these guys on their last home game of the game of the season as the Jackets try to end up on a winning note against the Panthers. Kickoff will be at 7:30. We'll be on there with our pregame show beginning at 7 o'clock. That's going to do it here for the night on the Yellow Jacket Coaches Show. Good night, everybody.